Okay, question ya.
Okay, questions. I saw one or two people raise their hands. I think I saw input to the right. Oh, still taking picture, yeah. Another one. Would you like to ask any questions? Okay. Please go ahead. Yeah. Please.
Selang. Thank you very much, Prof. Nina, for such an insightful presentation. My name is Anza from MA Education, Batch 5. Yes. I was trained in New Islam movement, like society, for example, Salafis and also Tabi'in. They kind of emphasize like some sort of interpretation that are really patriarchal. In some extent, yeah, I feel really grateful here as in this people IU, they really emphasize the role of women and also the role of yeah, we do not diminish the role of women in our daily life. So, what kind of approach that we can, as we are not insider for this kind of movement, the New Islam movement, is there any hope or approach that we can memberitahu lah to tell them about this kind of interpretation? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Group.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nina Kartika from Stisno. I want to ask about the Prof. Nina and maybe Prof. Haan. This book is already has published with us long time ago. And then today, the professor of Nasar Park is Minister of the religious. And then I want to ask about between the theory he writes on the book and then the implementation in the practice today, as I mentioned, based from the Asta Protasi said in the ministry, it doesn't express our gender activity, gender struggle that I saw. How is your opinion about that? Between practice and the theory, the Ministry of Nasaruddin Umar, until he published also the statement about the sexual harassment and the pesantren, he doesn't use the background of the argument that it's not. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Nina Nurullah, for the opportunity. My name is Mahmoud. I'm from Afghanistan. A student from the Faculty of Education. I would like to ask the question is that, as I understand from your lecture about the patriarchal societies, so I come from one of the male-dominant society as well. So rather than changing people's perceptions through public outreach, is there any way, because males are mostly male dominant in everything, in their DNA or whatever they think. Mostly they think, how can we change that kind of perspective?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the question, Anza, Inda, and Mahmoud. The first from Anza, how to educate people about the new interpretation. So I publish and I give training. I speak to all of you like this. The result, there are so many opposition, of course, but in order to accept my proposal or my argument about new interpretation of the Quran, well, people need to be educated. People need to be educated. That's very unfortunate because we get used to patriarchal culture, we take it for granted, so it is not easy for us to accept something new. Because I was one of them before. Yeah, like I remember my experience in 1993. At that time, Rifat Hassan came to Indonesia, and then she said like this: in Islam, men and women are equal. And I was like, tuh, kalau seperti stroke. And then I raised my hand at the time I just graduated from my first degree. I feel like when I heard about that, in my opinion, that's one not by Islam. That's wrong. In Islam, men are above women, like what it is stated, "Ar-rijalu qawwamuna 'ala nisa." Like that. So during the question answer, I challenge. How could you say in Islam men and women are equal while the Quran says that "Ar-rijalu qawwamuna 'ala nisa"? So I reject it. Yeah. For me, this is not what I learned from my own childhood. But then I had the opportunity to do my master in Australia, which gave me access to reading. So many readings like Aziza Al-Hibri, Amina Wadud, many books in various books. Then by reading, we can check our perspective. But it is long process that people need to study rigorously. So it is not really easy to interpret the Quran. Sometimes when you read the Quran in your primary school, the way you understand the Quran might be different when you have already got your master or your PhD. Chani welcome to Tribal Ayu. Thank you for taking my bottle. So we need education. Sometimes people reject it, but that rejection, if it is being followed up by learning thoroughly, that it can be checked. Yeah. But this requires a lot of people from that perspective itself. Yeah. And when I went to Australia, wearing like this, and then there was time when undergraduate student approached me like this. How could you, educated woman like you, want to become a Muslim? While in Islam, Islam is the religion that subordinate women. Like for example, in inheritance, women are being given half of the inheritance, and then laws, polygamy. There are like speaking negative things about Islam. But that's actually which pushed me to learn further. Reading Rifat Hasan, Amina Wadud, Fatimah Merbisi book, Haspa Marla, to know whether Islam really support injustice toward women. And my answer by the end of my master is that Islam support justice, equality between men and women, but the way we read the Quran, mainly using patriarchal lenses. So that's why we did interpretation. This is my media staff from Wim Bandung. Thank you about a little bit particular atau kamu. And then Indah, yeah. Indah is challenging the Minister of Religion. I wish she is here already to listen to your protest about what is happening, the idealities that he writes in this book and the actualization. Actually, he is in the position, in power now to implement what is the ideology in here. But sometimes people are busy, they are in the middle of so many people. So it is our duty to remind him about what he has written in order he supports gender equality. Yeah, we cannot just accept or take for granted what he says. For example, about sexual violence di pesantren besar-besarkan itu bukit. Maybe some people need to whisper that he's not supposed to speak like that. They teach the victim of sexual violence. Sometimes people forget something, so we need to gently remind him what is supposed to be in that. Okay. Mahmoud also, how to change the perspective of people in reading the Quran. It is not easy. It requires like long process, like what I said, that I read a lot about the books and to understand, but it is academically takes like around 2 years for me to move from patriarchal attitude into feminism, which support justice. Yeah. It is time. Yeah. Sometimes I also question myself during my PC process when I teach my students. For example, the students are presenting their paper. They are both male and female. So I was questioning did I give grades equally or justly to both male and female, or did I give the higher grade for male just because they are male who usually has like higher voices, clear like that. So I always need to evaluate myself also. And sometimes I'll also be gender biased. Yeah. For example, one day I go somewhere with one of the staff here, and that staff told me that his parent is a diplomat. So when someone says a diplomat, we are thinking about male. But actually, at the end, he said that my mom is a diplomat and his father is a house husband. See, even me, who already study about gender, I imagine that diplomat is male. Even more people who doesn't study gender academically like me, like my master is 2 years on gender, and then my PhD is 4 years on gender and some studies too. I still have that bias. Yeah, so I can well understand if, for example, if I give training about gender, people, for example, reject my opinion. That's part of the process. Thank you.
Give Dr. Mina and easy life. One more round. Okay, Baba, and one more questions. Or okay. Last question.
Thank you, Prof. It's actually been interesting discussions when we talk about the justice of male and female. My first really simple question is talking about how is actually we significantly classify this is actually justice in all aspects of life. So can we justify all them in all sectors of our life? That's the first. Second, like, can we apply this kind of justice in all sectors of life? Can we apply this kind of justice in all sectors of life? That's the first. Second, yeah, even if the practice already there, like there are many husband, wife, let's say. So I'm eager to see then, is there any correlations between female as a leader in a family or male as leader in a family? So it affects a lot on the growth of the mindset, let's say. So it's a kind of extension of gender itself. Okay. Is there any correlations between the growth of the sons or daughter when the man becomes the leader of the family or the female become the leader of family? It allows or it aligns with the extensions of gender itself. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I'm Leo from education.
Sorry, Leo, I didn't take your picture. I should take a picture because I take a picture of Anza and I took I was concentrating to understand your question. Okay, I'm not intended to do adjust to you. Yeah, okay. I was concentrating on trying to digest your question because okay. Well, your expectation that we can apply all this justice in all sectors. That's my expectation, but it is not easy, especially on the role. This is for your second question. That correlation. I don't know whether I can answer you correctly, but if you understand gender, it doesn't matter that a man be house husband. Like I am a feminist. I don't mind, for example, providing for the family because I have higher income, for example. So there's the flexibility of roles because it is not our contract to be housewife who receive the money from the husband. If I can make more money because of my higher level of education, why don't I give to my family? Giving to others is already sodaqah, even more to our closer family. I think we need to change the mindset of women in order, if they want to be superior, then they should be in the position of giving. Yeah, because Yadul Ulya Khairun min Yadis Sufla. What does it mean? Yadul Ulya is a giver, someone who gives. Yeah, not only like being female necessarily should receive from the man. No, women can also be empowered, have higher income, and give for the family. So that's the consequences of knowing gender. Yeah, thank you for the question.
Okay, thank you. I think that we come to the end of our event, and I saw that somebody raised their hands for questions again, and I thank you first, Prof. Lina, for this helpful comments toward this book, and I thank you all for your attendance to this event, and let us give another round of applause to Prof. Lina.